Lifting too heavy of a load causes this blue truck to completely lose balance and tip over. Instead of finding safety, this man stays underneath in a brave but extremely dangerous attempt to stop the crash. Finally, as the truck fully overturns, he runs away in the nick of time, remaining unhurt. This footage captures a high-risk industrial accident at a lead-acid recycling facility, serving as a vital reminder of workplace safety. During routine operations, a forklift loaded materials into a crusher where a lithium-ion battery had been mistakenly mixed into the lead-acid stream. Staying alert is the only way to prevent close calls from becoming life-altering events. This footage captures a critical safety failure at a metal fabrication facility during the transport of a large steel plate due to impended loads. Furthermore, all operations require proper PPE and direct supervision by a safety officer. This serves as a sobering reminder that a single moment of complacency can have life-altering consequences. This footage captures a rare and hazardous incident within an automotive repair facility that serves as a sobering reminder of workplace risks. While technicians were focused on servicing vehicles, a heavy component, likely from a lift system or overhead fixture, suddenly broke loose and plummeted into the active workspace. Fortunately, thanks to split-second reflexes, the technician standing directly beneath side, triggering a catastrophic domino effect that pulls down the entire interconnected structure. Within seconds, hundreds of heavy pallets bury the central aisle, leaving the structural steel twisted and mangled. Fortunately, no personnel were in the area, preventing injuries, though property loss was significant. This serves as a vital reminder that workplace safety relies on structural integrity. The amount of energy is building up. Then, suddenly, the tire explodes. The force sends everything flying. High-pressure tires can be extremely dangerous even if they appear stable. That's why these tasks must always be performed using proper protective equipment. In a warehouse, forklifts are moving pallets while workers operate in coordination. Everything seems organized and under control. Then, a platform begins to rise, carrying both a load and a worker. At first it appears stable, but as it goes higher, the center of gravity begins to shift. The load starts sliding backward. The platform tilts. The structure shakes, and control is quickly lost. This type of equipment is only safe within certain limits. Once those limits are exceeded, stability can be lost very rapidly. This footage captures a serious industrial accident caused by a critical lack of communication between a truck driver and a forklift operator. While the forklift was entering the container to unload cargo, the truck driver suddenly pulled forward without verifying the status of the loading dock. Consequently, the forklift fell from the trailer bed, causing the operator to be thrown from the vehicle and struck by the machinery. This incident serves as a vital safety warning regarding warehouse protocols. First, truck drivers and personnel must maintain clear confirmation before any movement. Never pull away until the process is officially cleared. Second, it is essential to use vehicle restraint systems like wheel chocks and display visible warning signs. Finally, wearing a seatbelt is crucial to keep the operators secured within the protective frame during a tip-over. A single second of distraction can lead to life-altering accidents. This footage captures a serious industrial incident that underscores the critical importance of workplace safety. The event unfolds as a forklift operator reverses through a confined warehouse space. Due to a lack of rear situational awareness and excessive speed, a single moment of distraction can lead to life situation. He reacts immediately, pulling her back to safety. The tram passes right after. This incident shows that the biggest risk is not always machines. Loss of awareness can delay reaction and even a brief moment can change everything. In this footage, a worker is seen performing an inspection directly beneath a raised truck bed when the hydraulic system suddenly fails, causing the massive structure to drop. Because the worker was in a danger zone without secondary supports, they narrowly avoided a catastrophic injury. This incident highlights why OSHA standards are vital to prevent such risks. Never work under unsecured loads like truck beds or excavators, unless they are held by physical safety pins or certified stands. Never rely on hydraulics alone. Always follow lockout-tagout protocols to neutralize energy sources and remain vigilant of pinch points where moving parts meet. Proper safety training is essential to recognize hazards, as bypassing steps for speed is never worth the risk. A single moment of oversight can change everything. When a man is trying to dismantle a wall in his yard, at first everything seems under control. As the wall comes apart piece by piece, the structure slowly begins to lose its balance. But this change isn't noticed right away. Though, suddenly the entire wall starts collapsing toward him. At that exact moment, someone nearby shouts a warning. He manages to step back just in time. In structures like this, balance can shift very quickly, and even a small delay can completely change the outcome. A worker continues breaking a concrete surface while standing on it. At first glance, the ground appears solid. However, the supporting structure underneath has already weakened. The moment he strikes again, the surface can no longer hold it. Suddenly, it collapses beneath him. The ground gives way along with the worker. The biggest mistake in situations like this is assuming the surface. In a machine workshop, a large lathe continues processing. When a high-speed rotating part loses control, its direction becomes impossible to predict. Working on the high edge of a shipping container without a harness is a major safety violation. This worker makes the situation even worse by trying to guide a massive crane load with his bare hands while balanced on the ledge. Without any fall protection, he loses his footing and falls down. Getting down from a high roof requires strict safety steps. This worker puts his weight on a loose ladder which slips away from the wall. Always make sure your ladders are firmly secured and that your entire team uses proper fall protection gear. This woman is thrown from the bench when the garbage truck accidentally picks the bench with its hydraulic arm. Garbage operators must ensure the path is completely clear of people and objects before activating heavy equipment. Fortunately, the woman was not hurt. A drop tower joyride crashes at this theme park in China when its heavy steel cable suddenly snaps. The good news is that the cable broke when the ride was already close to the ground, preventing a much worse disaster. In this video, we witness a group of workers dismantling a large billboard at a gas station when a technical failure and a lack of safety measures lead to a catastrophic scaffolding collapse. One worker falls from a significant height, while the billboard strikes another below. Although the video contains a disclaimer stating no one was harmed during this recording, the footage clearly illustrates a life-threatening incident with potentially fatal consequences. This serves as a stark warning about the absolute necessity of adhering to occupational safety regulations, particularly when operating at high altitudes with heavy machinery. Before beginning any task, it is vital to perform a thorough risk assessment and implement protective protocols. Neglecting these standards can lead to tragic accidents that are entirely preventable with proper care and equipment. This footage captures a serious industrial accident at a manufacturing facility. Involves as a powerful reminder of the importance of occupational safety, especially when working with moving parts like rollers and conveyor belts. It highlights the necessity of proper machine guarding and safety equipment. Both employees and employers must strictly adhere to safety protocols, install physical guards, and ensure emergency stops are accessible. This security footage captures of a serious workplace incident at a manufacturing facility on the 10th of October 2022. At 3:56 a.m., a worker in a high-visibility orange shirt was performing tasks on an elevated platform near heavy machinery. Due to a lapse in alertness and physical exhaustion during the early morning shift, the worker lost his footing and fell from the ledge to the factory floor. The incident occurred in an instant, leaving the individual incapacitated. This serves as a sobering reminder of the importance of safety protocols. To prevent such accidents, it is vital to utilize fall protection like harnesses, manage fatigue during late shifts, and maintain rigorous safety training standards. Safety is a shared responsibility. Both employers and employees must remain vigilant and prioritize well-being above all else. This footage captures a critical industrial incident during overhead crane operations at a steel storage facility. The event occurred during the transport of high-mass loads where a lack of synchronization between the operator and ground personnel led to a direct impact. Due to restricted visibility and standing within the danger zone points is essential for maintaining situational awareness and a high standard of workplace safety. The footage captures a critical structural failure during a concrete pour where the underlying shoring suddenly buckled, causing the entire slab to collapse in seconds. This incident likely resulted from insufficient shoring integrity, lack of cross-bracing, or localized overloading from concentrated wet concrete. An unstable foundation without proper mud sills may have also played a role. To prevent such hazards, firms must implement rigorous pre-pour inspections, ensure even load distribution, and maintain active structural monitoring. Comprehensive safety training and proper PPE are essential. Ultimately, safety is non-negotiable. Constant vigilance and engineered safety protocols are the only ways to protect the workforce and ensure every worker returns home safely. This security footage captures a terrifying moment when a man sleeping on a sofa near a roadway narrowly avoids a catastrophe. A vehicle lost control and veered off the road at high speed, striking the furniture directly and sending the man crashing into a nearby wall. Miraculously, he was able to walk away from the debris. But this incident serves as a critical reminder of how a lack of situational awareness can turn a resting moment into an emergency. To ensure personal safety, never rest or sleep in close proximity to active traffic lanes or paths for heavy machinery. Locations lacking physical barriers like bollards offer zero protection against mechanical failure or driver error. Always choose safe zones set well back from the curb or use designated indoor break rooms. On a busy roadside, a group of workers are carrying out cleaning tasks while traffic continues as usual. Everything appears routine. Then, suddenly, a speeding vehicle loses control. It swerves off the road, heading straight toward the workers. At the last moment, it changes direction and crashes into a tree and a parked car. The workers react quickly and move away just in time. When working near traffic, the biggest risk is the sudden loss of control. An operator reaches into the front of the vehicle to fix a malfunction, but takes no safety precautions. Just then, the cab suddenly closes, causing a brief moment of panic. But fortunately, nothing serious happens. A momentary lapse in attention can have serious consequences. Who do you think is at fault? Kneeling in a blind spot makes direct contact with them. This incident highlights the extreme risks of working near machinery without proper signaling. To ensure safety, operators must maintain 360-degree awareness, while floor staff must avoid loitering in vehicle paths. Workers should always wear high-visibility vests and use physical barriers or warning signs when performing tasks in high-traffic zones. Proper facility management, including clearly marked pedestrian lanes and forklift-only areas, is essential to prevent zone overlap. Furthermore, establishing protocols like honking at corners and using hand signals for eye contact confirmation can save lives. At a construction site, Two workers were passing a heavy cement bag from a higher level to a colleague on the ground. The bag's weight caused the ground-level worker to lose balance and fall while holding it. This incident highlights the importance of using safe lifting and lowering techniques for heavy materials. At an outdoor adventure park, a 33-year-old woman was preparing for must be inspected not once, but multiple times before each participant jumps. Even a small mechanical or procedural error can create an unsafe condition. Adventure parks should always follow certified safety standards and conduct routine maintenance of their gear. Instructors must ensure participants are securely fastened and all components, including carabiners, cords, and harness locks, are properly attached before giving the signal to jump. A hitchhiker was seen near a busy roadside area where trailers frequently passed by. As one large trailer began to move, the individual attempted to secretly jump onto its rear platform, perhaps hoping to catch a free ride. However, the timing was completely off. As he tried to grab the back of the moving trailer, he lost balance, slipped, and made contact with its tires. The situation quickly turned dangerous, highlighting how unpredictable and unforgiving heavy transport zones can be when safety rules are ignored. This incident demonstrates the critical importance of respecting restricted transport areas and understanding the risks of approaching moving vehicles. Attempting to board or hang on to a moving trailer is not only unsafe, it's illegal in most regions and can have deadly consequences. Public awareness campaigns can also play a vital role in educating people about the dangers of hitchhiking on moving vehicles. For individuals, the key lesson is simple: never attempt to board, touch, or approach a vehicle in motion. The heavy trucks and trailers have large blind spots, unpredictable movement, and significant momentum that can cause severe harm in an instant. At a cargo loading site, two workers were organizing items on the back of a truck. One of them was tossing packages down to the ground one by one, while another worker was arranging some boxes. During one of these throws, the worker failed to notice the passerby, and the cargo made contact with him. Electric hoist to lift heavy machinery. Due to a lack of safety gear and failure to follow standard protocols, the support structure suffers a catastrophic load. Operators must wear full PPE, including hard hats and safety boots, and receive technical training to recognize load limits. The footage captures a high-risk incident in an industrial setting involving a crew moving a heavy load using an overhead crane. Due to a lack of proper coordination and a failure to manage the momentum of the cargo, the load swung unexpectedly, striking the workspace and impacting workers. This incident happened in a split second, proving that minor lapses in operation lead to severe consequences. To prevent this, strict adherence to operating procedures is vital, including pre-operation inspections of cables and load limits. Personnel must maintain a safe perimeter, staying clear of travel paths and blind spots. Effective team coordination with a designated signal person ensures synchronization, while mandatory PPE like hard hats and high-visibility vests remains non-negotiable. Safety is the top priority.